Hi guys, Puddin here from BIA World of Warships with community replay number 82 with AJ squared away in his Tier 9 Pan-Asian destroyer, the Chung Mu. Now as you can see, this is a Tier 10 game, and I'm going to disagree a little bit with his opening play here of, well, really just hitting the speed boost and hauling ass to A. I'm not disagreeing with the move to A. I just don't think you need to hit the speed boost with the light cruiser line being out and with there being so much radar, well, prevalent in the game. The last thing you want to do is be the first DD spotted because, well, everybody will probably turn their guns and shoot at you. But he is going to haul ass to A. Hopefully, you know what, we're just going to hope that the enemy doesn't show up there. As you can see by the minimap, it looks like the team is more or less doing a BC strat with a few ships going to A. I believe it is the friendly Kaba and Gearing that are going to C as they pick up a battleship. Now, I know for a fact he does not have Superintendent on the ship because he only has 5 smoke screens and 3 speed boost. With Superintendent, you would actually have 6 smoke screens and 4 speed boost. But he is running premium consumables. So, for those of you that don't know, the special thing about the Pan-Asians is your smoke comes back relatively quickly. There's only, like, I believe a 10-second delay between getting your smoke back, just not having your smoke. Looks like the enemy Kaba is hauling butt to A, and this is why I kind of disagree with, especially of late, speed boosting straight onto a cap. You are radared. It is not the Des Moines. It is something in that smoke cloud. Probably another Des Moines, because not all the ships are accounted for. Popping your smoke in this situation is relatively pointless because all of the radar that is available is going to be of the 30 plus second variant. But it's not exactly the worst idea either. You might have just been able to hold off for a couple of seconds. Now, luckily for him, a Minotaur decided to push the cap with him. The enemy Benson is already on low health. You should be able to win that gun duel if you ever do bump into him again, as long as he doesn't have any friendlies. But as you can see by how long that radar was and what ships are over by that smoke cloud, I suspect it was possibly the enemy Minotaur is running radar. And now the enemy Minotaur is sinking thanks to our friendly Montana. But AJ, I do like the call of, you know what, I'm radar. I'm not going to sit on this cap and die. That is pointless. You can't help your team if you are dead. There are correct situations to where sacrificing yourself is the correct call over living. This correct call was just turn, go away, and live. It's too early in the game to be throwing ships away. Unfortunately for the enemy Minotaur, his radar didn't end up with any kills, which is a bonus for AJ here. Now, I don't know why the friendly Minotaur is making the same mistake as the enemy. He is backed up way too far, still shooting, has no cover. He can't angle against everything as the enemy Hindenburg manages to finish him off. I'm not sure if these are dual-purpose torps, i.e. sent against the Zhao and the Hindenburg, or if the Hindenburg was maneuvering and that is what he's torping. There is still the issue with the replays that you just don't know what you're looking at if you stay with your torpedo selected over your guns. Now, me, myself, personally, because you do have relatively good turret rotation with the Pan-Asians, I might have delayed my smoke to get a couple shots in on the Benson. prior to smoking up, because you had to have known you were the one spotting him, is that second torpedo just misses the nose of the Hindenburg. But you know the Hindenburg's DCP is down. You lost your friendly cruiser. The only support you have is a Z that is rushing a Zal because in somebody's universe that's a good idea. You know, the Z's full, or the Zal is full health. There's nothing you're going to do, Z, except for throw your ship away. One of the battleships is behind the island, pushing up to the one line. The friendly Montana is getting focused fire. The best thing to do is get out of dodge, because as soon as you get spotted, of course, they're going to shoot at you. He's making the correct call, I believe, and just get back to the fleet. Spot the fleet. You got the early ship lead. You've got the early camp lead. You've got the early points lead. There's no reason to just continue pushing and throwing yourself away. The enemy, or the remainder of the enemy, minus one ship, which will not last long, they're all over by A. The Des Moines is over here by himself, and trust me, a cruiser by himself, especially a radar one, people are just going to want to get rid of you. Get rid of the radar. The DDs are going to have full reign to do what DDs do best, and torp and piss everybody off, so the battleships can go to the complaint department and bitch about torpedoes being overpowered, while they never do anything to help the friendly destroyers get rid of the enemies. Now he smokes up, he's taking shots in on Akaba. Well, Akaba is really not going to be a torpedo threat, he's going to be a gun threat. He can outrun you because you only do 38 knots. That thing is the fastest ship in the game with the speed boost going. It's 6-kilometer torpedoes means if you get torpedoed by Akaba, you deserved it. He outplayed you, and there's nothing more to say. He either YOLO'd you, there's nothing you can do, or he just outright outplayed you. As we get run into by a friendly Moskva, you know what? It happens. It's accidents. Moskva's broadside. Don't exactly want to be showing all of those ships over there. Your broadside. And hey, if the guy can smoke shoot, great. I'm going to suspect he cannot because it is a Moskva and its detection is hideous. It's battleship level. They do apologize to each other, which, you know what, whatever fault it is, whatever, just say sorry, move on, go for it. You know, it's not like it was on purpose. Now, really all the friendlies have to do here is just maintain a perimeter around B and protect B. The enemy has to come to you. While they may have the points right now, they do not have the caps. Points now just tied up. You're going to take the lead in the next tick or two. There's no reason to throw your ship away. At this point, your ship is worth more in points than potentially getting out there and getting kills. Now, he is the last friendly destroyer left alive, which means really spotting duty falls upon him. You really don't need A, but if you can get A, great. It's going to help put more pressure on the enemy team. Now, luckily for us, most of the enemy is shooting, which means, well, everybody's spotting. We know the Grozavoy is leaving the B area. We have not seen the Benson since the beginning of the game, which means that guy can be anywhere. We don't know where the Zao is. Ever since our heroic Z-23 went and said, I'm going to kill a Zao, and then realized what a bad idea that was. Luckily, the Zao shoots, and you can see he's now pushing down the one line. Now, for those of you who don't know, the reason he didn't drop these exactly where the indicator told him was he's trying to get a little stagger so he can possibly get one torp on this enemy battleship, because he is bow on. We saw the Grozavoy smoked up and was shooting. So we know roughly where he's at. And, you know, he's not going to be moving anytime soon. Is he solo caps A? Now, being the only DD around, I really wouldn't follow your torpedoes per se by hitting the Z button as much as he's going to be doing, especially with the amount of health that you have and not knowing where the Benson is. That's really the key there. You don't know where the Benson is. These are all torps, never going to hit you. You knew it was already over 8 kilometers. So, I mean, you knew you were safe there. Now, these torpedoes are the Benson torps, so we know the Benson is to the south in front of the Zal. We also know the Benson is within about 9-ish kilometers, just because I believe Benson torps are 9.2 kilometers. Those torpedoes about died just after they connected with the friendly battleship. Now, luckily for AJ here, when his torps did hit, the enemy Iowa's DCP was down, so he did get some flood and fire damage. As you can see, shells coming in, everybody trying to finish off a low health ship. The correct move, not a kill steal, it's kill securing. Got to get guns out of the game. Now, the situation is this for AJ. Where is the Grozavoy? Where's the Benson? The reason I say that is because he should be able to bump the Benson. He should be able to get the first spot with the Benson being a full stealth build of 5.8 kilometers. Grozavoy sitting at around 6. It's been a while since I played it. But his detection with a full concealment build is 5.8, or not 5.8, is 5.7 kilometers. There's no Yumago or Shimmy, which their detection is 5.5, which would be the ones to really outspot you. Everything else you're going to kind of bump, except for Kaba. You should never bump a Kaba. You should always be aware of where he is. Now, he gets detected, he sees the thing, and he's trying to find out where it is. Immediately hits the smoke because he knows low health, and he just doesn't want to sit there and get shot. My advice to you is if you get spotted and you're not sure where it is, look at the mini-map real quick. See what popped up. That's going to help you a little bit, at least where you should be looking at a little bit quicker than trying to look all around the map, is he gets a double strike. Now, if you did notice on the thumbnail, I did not put any medals in the thumbnail, which is what we usually do, but with the title, will he be able to pull off the extremely hard and rare to get solo warrior? Spoiler, spoiler, his friendlies are going to die and there's going to be 4 enemy ships left. Luckily, he got rid of 2 of them. Now, we still don't know where that Benson's been. We know he's on the south somewhere. We know he's with the Zal somewhere. Now, the Zal is pushing too far south. They need caps. They need kills. Pushing that far south to get these caps is not going to help. The Zal is not known for being a speedy ship. I do believe the fastest thing on the enemy team right now is the Benson. I could be mistaken. I know NC has respectable speed, but it's not in 30 plus knots area. Hindenburg's not known as a fast ship, as we get 1 torpedo hit. And like I said, we still don't know where the Benson is. We know the Hindenburg's capping B. We know the North Carolina is capping A. We know the Zal is to the south. We do know that last relatively known position was, prior to just now, he was by the Zal. The Benson is way too far south. The Benson is doing absolutely no good down there, as AJ is taking a huge risk right now, but he knows he needs to protect A. He knows the North Carolina's DCP is down. Battleship turrets don't exactly turn fast. as he gets lucky, and my God, those just missed as he finishes off the North Carolina. So now it is a 1v3. My concern right now is Hindenburg, Zhao. Benson's too far south. It's been a while since we've seen where the Zhao is. The Zhao needs to push A as fast as possible. But knowing his last position, he's going to be able to do it stealthily. It's just a matter of how stealthily he wants to approach with the islands. The Hindenburg can't be, he was in a position to come to B. Now, with this low health with the Hindenburg, what the Hindenburg could have done or should have done, but probably didn't because of what the Benson is going to do. The Hindenburg should have went to C. Benson and Zhao should have came up. Spoiler, spoiler, the Benson's not coming over here. So our biggest fear right now is where is the Zhao. The Benson really does need to help these guys out. Now, like I said, he's spending a little too much time here in watching where his torpedoes are going to go as he connects with the Hindenburg. Now we have a possible Kraken and Solo Warrior. It's just a matter of will the enemy get to him in time. Now I'm going to disagree with his move here. He's going to continue to push south and then turn around. I think the better option would have been to just turn around and run. There's no way the enemy can catch up. The Benson at this point has shown no signs of wanting to come over here. We still don't even know where the hell the Zhao is. My reasoning or line of thinking right now is the reason the Hindenburg came to A is because the Benson's going to C. The Benson's never going to get to C in time. It's too far. He would barely make it to A in time, but he would have a better chance of potentially killing him if he would have went to A. We don't know where the Zhao is. AJ, I think, is playing it a little bit more cautiously, but here's the issue. If there was some more time and if, 100 points less, not knowing where the Zhao is, it's a very scary thing. But as we can see, easily gets the win. Benson's just going to get on cap. And now the post-battle results. Awesome job on the Solo Warrior. Excellent job on the Double Strike. Really good knowledge of when to run, when to hide, when to shoot, when not to. Just an all-around good gameplay, even though I did have some small criticisms, but that is just me personally. You cannot argue with results like this, so why even bother? You won the game, and that's the most important thing at the end of the day, at least in my eyes. We do love all the support you guys do give us. We do love the replays you send us. The email for that is in the description down below. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button and have yourselves one heck of a great day.